Yeah. I'm just waiting for. Oh. Hey, if you're tuning in, please thank you for welcoming in. Go away with your question while I'll start off with the wing. And the first sauce I'm going to use this is just tapatio. Little dab. Woo, that was nice. If you're tuning in now, if you got a question for me, far away. Hello, recorders. Thank you for tuning in. If you got a question, please comment away in the chats. Hey, I got another wing. I'm gonna put a little more tapatio because I don't have like a lot of spices. Like I think on the Hot Ones website, you can like order the exact same one that Sean Evans uses on his guests. Those of you tuning in, if you got a question, fire away. Oh, man, now I realize how good these wings are. Like I didn't buy them. I got them at Sprouts because Sprouts they have really good wings, and I just bought like an air fryer, like from the Ninja brand, and they are like to use an air fryer. You just spray on it and then dump in the food. Like I'll probably do a video of the one I bought. It's like that way you fry your food without having to use a bunch of oil or nothing, and it's like really good and it made the wings really good. All right, the tapatio is a little weak. Let me try this this other sauce right here, mild buffalo. Oh, too much. A little too much. Woo! Not bad. Heather, what hot sauce do you use? I was just using a tapatio as the first one. And it's the second one that I just used. This is a medium buffalo one. Like I use this I got it at Sprouts. Uh, Not hot enough yet. Yeah, let me try my next sauce. This one is actually compliments of Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias. Like, if you follow him on Instagram, he posted that he was partnering with this hot sauce company and that a portion of the proceeds would be going to a charity. Like, this one I like. The other one that came in with, like, this other one has this is more kind of like a sour kind of sauce, and I didn't like it that much. I prefer the hot one, but they're not as hot as it is. Like, it's like, come on, be better. If you guys look deep into my channel, there will be a video of the time where almost 2 years ago I asked if Fluffy, hey, can I play your son? Let me just open the damn thing. Do you like Apalaus? I'm not familiar with that, but I'll look into it. Maybe I've had it before. Fluffy sauce. Dip, dip, dip. Anyone new tuning in, if you got a question, comment it away. Would you try the sauce while eating a ghost pepper? Maybe. Like, I don't really eat peppers a lot. The green pepper sauce. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm willing to try a variety of sauces. Ah. If you guys got any questions, like anything pop culture related, fire away. Or is a little something that's going on in my personal life right now. Like this week, my little sister, 18 years old, she just got her first car, which happy for her. But like I know I just posted that I got a new car myself, but her car is 2021 and mine is a used one of 2020. And her car, like my mom and her boyfriend, they helped her with it. Like my sister, like I don't know how, but when she did her tax return, she actually got like $3,000 back. Which what the hell? And my mom took her off as a dependent, so my sister would be eligible for the stimulus check, which she got the 1,400. Like what the hell? It was just kind of funny how that happened. Like there's this one girl that I know that has at last year she did not get her 20 or 2019 tax return, and she or the refund, and she did not get any of the 3 stimulus checks that have come out. And I'm like, oh, poor girl. But for my sister, good for her. And with that money, she was able to put a down payment on her car. And she does have a job. She works at Sprouts, which because of her, like I use her employee discount because groceries, they're just so expensive these days. Chocolate milk. Yeah, it's funny. Like when I do watch an episode of Hot Ones, I'll sometimes the guests either have regular milk or chocolate one. Like if I was ever on that, I'll go straight for chocolate. All right, let me try another sauce. Like I don't have like a lot of variety of sauce like this one. I do not know this brand. Hot chicken wiener sauce, extremely spicy. Well, let's give it a go. Tangy. Meh. Oh. Oh, your birthday's this Tuesday? Well, James, happy birthday. Happy 22nd birthday. I wish you a lot of luck. And don't drink and drive. 22, that's a good age to be, except that's when your life starts going down to shit. Like, see, when I was 22, none of my so-called friends, like, did anything with me. It's like, hey, you want to hang out? Everyone's telling me that, oh, I'm busy. It's like, yeah, my birthday was on a Tuesday. Like, not a lot of action to go. And that's like, it was not a fun 22nd birthday. And that was around the time where I was trying to go from a junior college to a university. Like I was waiting to like hear back from the school. Like it's because like before like my last quarter at junior college, I like failed. I was taking a stats class, and anyone that knows this knows that that's one of like the 4 major requirements. It doesn't matter how much of your general ed you got done. Like if you don't have any of those 4 major requirements done, they decline your transfer. And I did. I didn't do so well in my stats class. I got a D, which apparently didn't eligible, and they just like that declined me to transfer, like just like that, and had to go back to my junior college to get it to get a passing grade, so that way for next year I'll be eligible to transfer, get accepted to any 4-year school. Sorry, that last sauce was spicy. Also, when I was 22, like one of the huge turning points in my life, that's when I was going on Instagram and I saw on JC David Frank that he was having this meet and greet, and as soon as I saw the city San Jose, which is where I'm from, and I quickly looked into it, and I did not realize that a Comic-Con Wizard World was happening in my area. And I just winged it. I bought his VIP. I bought a general admissions ticket, and that was like the beginning of my first like trip into a Comic Con, like entering this world that were, who would have thought like 5 years later, well, yeah, where I would be right now with this, at the time, like I had no YouTube channel, I did have the YouTube channel that I have right now, no videos, no subs, none of that. And yeah, like I go in there because like before that event, I was like down that they declined my admission, and I thought that my life was over, that kind of moment. Like it gave me like a lot of bad depression. But going to that con, it definitely changed my life, and I got to meet JDF because anyone that follows my channel knows I'm a big Power Rangers fan, and that was just like the beginning of this incredible journey that it would take me. And for that, I'm forever grateful. So for James, I would hope that for you to be 22, you have some amazing excitement in your life. I'm going to dab a little more of the spicy sauce again because it was actually pretty good. Anyone new turning in, if you have a question for me, fire away. Anyone new turning in, if you have a question for me, fire away while I eat these spicy wings, which has been crazy. That last wing got me. Now I'm down to my last wing. Just gonna put some more fluffy sauce. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm out of wings, and hold on, I think I have some napkins around here. Cause hey, I know my manners. Hey, where'd it go? My pocket? Nope. Had a chocolate milk. Well, time to go to water. Always hydrate. For those of you wondering that, why is it that even though I have 14,000 subs, that why they only like less than 10 people tune in? Well, it sometimes I don't know how many of like my subs are actual people, not like bots or like spam accounts or whatever. And so like just because I have like 14,000 subscribers doesn't mean I expect like 100,000 like either 1,000 people to tune in right away. It's like I don't ever really expect it. Anyone that's tuning in, if you got a question, fire away. Even though Whoa, excuse me. Well, like Shrek said, better out than in. I can't believe that movie turns 20 next month. For those of you new tuning in, sorry, I just finished the wings. Like, I don't mind doing this again and maybe like give more spread the word more. But if you guys have a question, fire away. You guys missed out on the plate that I just finished. I mean, these were only like eight wings. Sauces that I tried the tapatio one. Try this Asian one. I used this fluffy one. Hold on. Have you heard of a singer called Rina Sawa? Here, let me just quickly look up that person. Yeah, sorry about that. Jimmy. Okay, I'm just looking up that singer. No, I have not, William. Yeah, I'm sorry, William. I am not really familiar with her. Like, if she like, here's how I learned about a new singer. Like, either on mainstream radio, which I'm vocal about mainstream radio sometimes, and sometimes I either hear like a new singer, whether through like not something like controversial, whether on mainstream radio or if they perform live on Saturday Night Live. Because usually, like, if you perform on SNL, that in a way says that you made it, or unless your music gets a parody by Weird Al. Sorry, my lips are burning. For those of you that are just turning in, sorry, I already finished the wings. I mean, I've been at it for over 17 minutes. I mean, I finished wings right away. But if you have a question for me, fire away. Like I said, spicy wings. I'm trying to see what happened with the tapatio lid. You got a question, far away. Don't be shy. All right, just do something small. Like, what else happened in my day? Like, other than, like, sure, my little sister, 18-year-old, just got her permit, so I'm kind of showing her how to drive, and she's got it. But like everyone else, she's like really bad at turning, and also like maneuvering around the curbs, especially when you're getting off the freeway. Like, I'm impressed how she's like, without being scared, she goes on the freeway right away. Like, for me, shit, I was scared as fuck. For those of you new tuning in, if you got a question, fire away. Unfortunately, you missed the part where I just did the wings, but my lips are on fire right now. And if you have a burning question for me, fire away. Have you tried eating Vegebanite or Manal? Let me look that up really quick. Hold on. Oh, like for the William, I'll get back to your questions. Have you finally gotten some games for your Switch? Unfortunately, here's the thing. Like, I did actually have this. Like, I'm actually sitting on a new desk, and well, speaking of gaming, I finally got a gaming chair. Thank God. Like, I actually just bought this Yu-Gi-Oh game like 3 weeks ago. But the Switch, I know I said I would start doing streaming, but because of like this new room that I'm in, like a lot of shit has like really been going on in my personal life that's kind of holding me back. And I'll be honest, like I would say another thing that's like holding me back from like streaming games is like I'd rather like stream on like the newest stuff, like new stuff. Like I did pre-order the new Pokemon Snap game that will be out at the end of this month, and I was hoping that'll be one of my first few games. Like I've been trying to get like the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X just to like stream like those new kind of games instead of like going back on old games. You know what I mean? Like when I was at Walmart this morning, I actually saw the PS4 and I was thinking, should I just get it? That way I can like have some practice, but why waste the money if I like say within this upcoming week I somehow get my hands on a PS5 or the Xbox, but oh, excuse me, like I did buy the Elgato, which is a capture card, which is what you need for streaming. Which I've had this for about 3 weeks, and I have still not. Excuse me, like I am not open it. That's how busy life is. Like I'm an adult. Always remember, I'm an adult, so I can't I don't have a lot of time because I do work a full-time job, and right now at work, it's just really kicking my ass right now. Like so many people, my coworkers, they have called out because of I heard that some that got the COVID vaccine, like the Johnson and Johnson one, it got them super sick. Like please, like I can't really speak for them, but please avoid the Johnson and Johnson vaccine if you can. Avoid it. Go for the Pfizer or the Moderna one because I actually got the Moderna, or sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. But yeah, for my Switch, it's even though I bought the Zelda Breath of Wild game, I just still haven't even played it, and it's been since October. That's how behind I really am. It's just in this new room, I was hoping to turn it more into a gaming kind of room. Like even though the wall behind me is green, I don't think it's gonna really pass for a green screen. And I'm trying to get those fancy studio lights, but not too fancy. Like any YouTuber that uses good lighting on their room, like the room that I'm in right now, the light is shit, and I really do wanna get those lights, but it's kind of a money thing. Like the desk I'm on, the gaming chair, and the air fryer that I mentioned I used to cook my wings, I got that all on payments. Like if you guys have been seeing that ad of PayPal where they say do 4 payments, that has been very super helpful with me. Like super helpful. Like if you buy anything on Walmart, or anything, any online shopping that has PayPal as an option for payout, use it. Like this, there's a thing that I recently did that I will do a video on that it helped my ass on. Something I spent $400 on, and you guys will be like, "Why'd you spend so much money on it?" Which I'm gonna share with it eventually. Like another thing that I did a few weeks ago that I've been meaning to share, but with life kicking my ass right now, it's I don't always have the drive to go out and make videos. It's I'm just emotionally drained right now. Uh-huh. But if you guys have any other questions, fire away. All right, going back on William's question, have you eaten Vegemite? Or let me look that up really quick. Australian food, eh? Nah, I've not really done that. Like for me, I don't eat a lot of international food that often. Like some that I do and some that I just don't. Like, hey, I'm not afraid to try anything new. Anyone new tuning in, if you got a question, fire away. Unfortunately, you missed out the part where I ate the wings. Uh, uh, Yeah, thanks for explaining that, William. But for me, I'm trying to avoid salty food. Like, if you have that, that feeling you get when you eat too much sodium, you start feeling like a headache or whatever. Like, I'm definitely trying to lay off on the sodium now, especially I'm overweight and I'm barely just getting back into the gym. Like, now that my gym's open up, I'm trying to train more often. And unfortunately, my gym closes in an hour, so I won't have time to work out today. Like, sure, I walk my dog, but it's not enough. I really things that I've always been screwing up on when it comes to working out for me is that I do too much cardio, which is not good if you're trying to burn the body fat. It's best to do high heavy weight resistant training, just lifting weights, which is actually much better for you. But it's better to consult with a professional trainer and a nutritionist. Like for me, in my breakfast, all I have is an oatmeal shake. Almost every morning I have an oatmeal shake. I get some organic oatmeal. I get some almond milk, unsweetened vanilla for flavor. I put in a banana, some frozen berries, and every now and then put a scoop of this organic protein that I use. And every now and then throw in an egg for extra protein. And and in the afternoons I have I have a green juice shake, which I put a little water, some celery. Celery doesn't give you like a lot of nutritional benefits. It's better to have like spinach and kale. I put a cucumber and a green apple and blend it all together, and all that stuff has really been cleaning out my system, which is good. Like I do have like more energy, but not enough. Oh. You know, I'm very excited for the Mortal Kombat movie coming out next week. Like a lot of people see that the franchise that's finally it's on its path to redemption after the first two movies, but the first one I don't think it's like that bad. Like I think over the years people have appreciated more, but it was the 90s. Most movies like that were had some like cheesy elements to it, but the second one is atrocious, obviously. I'm like really excited to see what they're gonna do with Sub Zero because he's like my favorite character in the franchise. I'm like excited to see him, and like I mentioned this that like the first time I saw the movie, the original one, it like gives the like it was like my first exposure to seeing like fan favorite characters, whether it was Sub Zero or Scorpion, like those characters like not done justice. Like that, I felt like that was my first experience of like what's it like seeing that kind of thing, and it's like I wanted to see them those characters done justice. Anyone tuning in new, I talked about the Mortal Kombat movie. But yeah, I'm excited for it. And for this one, I think I'm gonna go to the theaters to go see it. It's my dad, and it's actually my dad's birthday, and he's in Mexico. And yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to him in Spanish, and I'll translate later. Hey, amigo. Hey, feliz cumpleaños. I just told him happy birthday. Okay, ¿cuál? De la Caro. Oh, no te llegan fotos? What about la WhatsApp? Okay. Like, todo está bien. ¿Cómo está mi abuelo? Oh, that's good. ¿Qué están haciendo? ¿Te están haciendo un party o algo? Oh, that's bueno. Hey, cuando... never mind. Like, ¿arrastras la dinero que te mandé? Okay, todo. ¿Qué? ¿Todavía estás mirando mis YouTube videos allí o no? Oh, ¿no traes? Oh, ¿no sirve? Si es posibilidad, pone Wi-Fi en la casa de mi abuelo. Oh. Okay, that's bueno. Okay. No, like, hoy me compré un chingadera que es un air fryer. It's like para cocinar like frozen foods or pollo or algo, and like lo puedes usarlo sin like usando aceite, so that way like no tienes que tirar like un chingón de aceite. Es like si está bueno, me compro otro, te lo mando a ti. Yeah. Okay. Ah, the fire, the fuego. Okay. Okay, that's bueno. No se cree, estoy hablando con mi gente en YouTube right now, so están mirando yo hablando contigo. Yeah. Yeah, it's because no te quería, like, te quería contestar, because yo sé que, yo no sé si va a ser chance que me puedas hablarme otra vez. Okay. No, está bien. Well, ¿todo está bien? Okay, good. All right, cuídate. Okay, gracias. Bye. Sorry about that, recorders, but I think okay, there's this video that I've been meaning to do of like the things that are holding me back on my for making content is that my dad, he actually moved back to Mexico a few months ago. So anytime I get a chance to call him, I go for it, which I'm surprised that his phone still works there, but he doesn't get like a lot of good signal. And it's like anytime I have a chance to talk to him, I go with them because I do miss him, even though we and him have had our ups and downs, but I really do miss my dad. Also, I had to ask him, hey, has he seen any of my YouTube videos lately? But nope, he does not get any service there. Well, they say he doesn't get like he told me that he doesn't get like any internet connection, but he's still able to call. And anyone that tries to call someone like out of California will use the WhatsApp app. Like I use it too sometimes, but not that often. Like I know it's like super helpful for people to like communicate with everyone, which that's good. Anyone tuning in that's got a question for me, fire away. Excuse me. Well, like Shrek said, better out than in. Okay, for my mouth has finally recovered. Hold on. This mattress is here for a review. No, they said that Johnny Cage is unfortunately not going to be in this movie, and like, yeah, would like him to. Oh, so you assume that just if he was in the movie, it'll be seen as a white savior narrative? Like, yeah, like maybe that's kind of why they held him back. But diversity kicks ass. Yeah, like I didn't really think about that. Like I understand that some people are tired of the white savior narrative and stuff, but like yeah, but Johnny's kind of an important character for the series, and it's a shame that they're not using it. Like I was looking at the IMDb for the movie, they said that Ryan Reynolds was like considered for the part. Maybe he would have been good, but maybe Reynolds, like I hear he's like too busy with stuff. Like when's that Free Guy movie that he's doing gonna come out? And I understand, and I heard that because he's so busy that Marvel, like Kevin Feige mentioned that it's been the Deadpool 3 movie won't be coming out anytime soon at all because Ryan's like so busy he hasn't like fully committed to it. And I think that I remember that they were trying to get him to sign like a contract that was make him more highly paid than Robert Downey Jr. and a whole bunch of stuff. But I've been I gotta re-look at that article. Like I understand that Orion he wants to have like more like control, like full control of what the Deadpool movie is, and I think maybe Kevin Feige is like willing to give him that. I think they're probably gonna butt heads over it, like the direction they want Deadpool to go. But part of what made those Deadpool movies successful is that Ryan he had like he was calling all the shots, and I kind of don't want to see like what he's established get tarnished right away. Like I understand that Kevin Feige has standards of what he wants for the MCU, but come on, just let this Ryan have control. Like I've heard that there were some times where Robert Downey Jr. he had a little bit more creative control, and I'm not sure if this is true, but they said that he had a say in who gets cast as Spider-Man. Like he had a say. Yeah, well, I'm glad they went with Tom Holland. Like I'm not sure. I remember reading that somewhere, like where that said that RDJ has like control of it. Like all I know is that like all the actors, the final five, they all had a screen test with Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans for chemistry, and that RDJ he pulled Tom on the side, telling him that hey, it's okay to be nervous. I remember how scared as shit I was when I was auditioning for Iron Man. And it's like, well, I'm glad that Tom, RDJ was there. Like, I heard that RDJ he was like encouraging of like actors if they're hesitant to join the MCU, that he encouraged them. Like, he actually talked to Chris Evans into doing Cap. Like read that Cap. Evans. He like turned down the part like three times before he finally said yes, and it was RDJ that talked him into it. Anyone new tuning in, please, if you got a question for me, fire away. Unfortunately, you missed the part where I ate the wings. And how about that episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier yesterday? That was some really good stuff. I'm glad to see Anthony Mackie as Falcon, like him shining more. Like that was some really good stuff. And as the secret cameo, which was Julia Louis Dreyfus, like I love that woman. And it's like shit, to me, like I was not expecting her, and I just love her. Like I'm a big fan of. I liked her in Seinfeld, and I liked her in that show she did. The New Adventures of Oak Street, and I especially did love her in Veep. It's like she's so funny and just so talented. To me, like that's it brought a big smile to me to see her in the MCU. And so yeah, like if going back on the Deadpool 3, like I wouldn't mind seeing it. Hold on. So Louis Tran is Asian, by the way. Yeah, that's really good. Like diversity, especially now in Hollywood, is very important. Like here's the thing. I'm thinking about sending out an email to this guy who manages Ludi Lin, who in the movie is supposed to be Liu Kang, and he was Zack the Black Ranger in Power Rangers the 2017 movie. I was actually thinking of reaching out and seeing if maybe I could get Ludi for an interview, like especially like after the Mortal Kombat movie, because I don't know if he's like restricted from talking about it. Because even though they're doing the press tours right now, there are times where I think it's best that as soon as the movie's out for like a few weeks, that I bring him in. That way, if you guys saw the movie and have like specific questions or anything he's done in his career, so I'll probably try to get him in May at the latest, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, like moving on and but yeah, diversity is important, especially at something big as the MCU or any of the big Hollywood properties right now, like Star Wars, Marvel, DC, and for the like Marvel, like yeah, they're gonna do the Shang-Chi movie, which I am not familiar with that character that so much. Like I don't say read every single Marvel character, especially like in my upbringing. I didn't read like a lot of comic books, and especially like I grew up in the era where the comic book anime shows were dominating, whether it was Batman the animated series, the whole DC AU or the Spider-Man the anime series, all that good shit. Like I grew up with it. That was more invested in watching that stuff instead of like sitting down to read a comic. Yeah, but Shang-Chi, it's ironic that actor that's playing Sim Liu, if that's his name, he was actually in my hometown not that long ago. Like I remember this charity, and they had this basketball game that had all of these Asian actors or media personalities. Like a fun fact, I actually went to one like 4 years ago, and that's actually where I met Yoshi Sudarso, blue Dino Charge Ranger, and it was like really cool to meet him. And I do have a photo of like meeting with them. I'll probably post it. And yeah, his brother Peter, that was the Blue Ninja Steel Ranger, he was there too. And well, I didn't like get a photo with them, but only just Yoshi. And yeah, Yoshi was super chill and cool with me that day. What else? Oh yeah, so the Shang-Chi actor, he was there, but of course I wasn't aware that he was going there, and I didn't like attend that one because like I think I was doing something. But yeah, it would have been cool to at least meet him, say like, hey, I met him before he filmed, and I got a feeling that probably he most likely, like if someone asked him to autograph like a Shang-Chi comic or anything like that, he would probably have to say no. Like I forgot who, but I know that some one of the voice actors for Cyberpunk 2017, before the game came out, none of the actors were allowed to autograph anything related to the game, like at all. Like if you saw Keanu Reeves in person, say like, "Hey, can you autograph this thing from the game?" He would have to say no, or maybe he could, or heck, I don't know. That was a mouthful, and I'm out of water. Anyone new tuning in, if you got a question, fire away. Unfortunately, you missed out on the wings. But I'll probably have to stop soon. Actually, I think I'm going to stop for now. Thank you for anyone that tuned in this long. I really very much appreciate it. I know I don't go live often, but thank you very much. Please hit that subscribe button, comment down below, and catch you next time. Ah.